Now that we have our HPLC pumps primed, it's time for us to explore the software. So what we're going to do here is take you through the software, show you everything that we've got going on. So up here in the upper right hand corner, we have our current pressure. It says that we have 92 psi in there. Our current run rate, we're not running anything, so 0.0 mils per minute. The current temperature of our column oven is 28 degrees. It's a little warm in my lab today. And then we've got these icons letting us know that the light source is on or off, that the degasser is on or off, and if the detector is connected. So they are grayed out if they're off. They turn white when they're connected. Down here we have our method screen. We'll show you how to create a method in another video. Here's our results screen. We'll show you how to analyze your results. And then we have our run screen, which will show you how to do a run in the same video where we create a method. So we're going to click on the hamburger menu up here in the upper right hand corner. Again, this shows you your diagnostics, your settings, your instrument, your users, solvents used, and you can export from here. So what we're going to do is if you click on settings, it brings you into the settings for the instrument, so we can change our pressure units to kilopascals or bar or psi, whichever you like. The LC sleep mode delay, you can change that if you want it to go to sleep or not, what language you want this all in. Currently we're in English. And then we've got the instrument's information that we're looking at, so the IP address, all the ports, the firmware, how to update the firmware if we need to, and then serial number and all of that. So we're going to click on our hamburger menu one more time. Now we're going to go back into instrument. So here's where you set up the initial runs of everything. So if you need to do a holmium oxide test to make sure that your detector's running properly, what we're going to do is we're going to click on settings. The best integration time is 15 seconds. The number of averages is 5. That works the best for our system. What we're going to do is we're going to open this up to the full range, so 195 to 500, and we're going to click Start Scanning. And what this is going to do is it's going to show us a live view of what the instrument is seeing. Right now, our light bulb is turned off, so we're not getting any good signal at all. So what we have here is the live spectrum. This is exactly what you would see. This is what the instrument is seeing all the time, the detector. This right here is showing you the zero baseline. So this is what your signal looks like with nothing in there. So we can click 0 to make sure that it truly is zeroed out. And then the bottom is your live chromatographic feed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to devices, we're going to turn on our light source, and we're going to turn on our degasser. With those two on, you can come back and you can see that now we have our spectrum, and this is our -1 spectrum, so we're actually going to hit 0 on that again to make sure that it's completely zeroed out. And what we see is it start to reform because, again, we're not flowing anything through here. But what we can do is we can start flowing through here. So if we set these both to 1 mil a minute, you can see how everything changes. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to stop scanning. We're going to open up settings again, and we're going to set this to 254 nanometers. And what that's going to do is it's going to narrow that band to 254 nanometers. And we're only going to be reading 254 nanometers. So this line here at the bottom is 254 nanometers. So if we were to zoom in on this, you can see it is noisy, but that's to be expected. You can see that it's going to follow 254 nanometers. We're going to allow this to equilibrate for some time, and we're actually going to set this up like our methods. We're going to set this to 1.8 and this to 0.2. So A is 1.8 mils per minute, B is 0.2 mils per minute. and then we allow this to equilibrate. So we zoom out until we see a nice flat line. We can click 0 to bring it back to 0, and we can wait. Next, we're going to show you how to set up a method. That way we can run our HPLC test mix that we send and make sure that the system is running properly.